there, my name is Cedar Beckett, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So those little scamps at the BBC are putting out another episode of Doctor Who. Hey, and it's going to be awful. It's going to be absolutely awful, and it's going to belie a complete lack of knowledge and understanding of Doctor Who, or what makes Doctor Who work, and I imagine it's going to be pretty darn bad. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. What I look forward to a little bit more is when the idiots that make it come out of hiding, because that's where they live, come out of hiding, and they try and promote it. So there's a weird thing going on with these things. When they try and promote it, there's like this cognitive dissonance that they do not understand at all, that they failed so massively and so publicly, and they act like Doctor Who's still going really well. It's not. You've lost 70% of your audience, and you made it into the show that people like to take the piss out of because it's freaking awful. So there's that. So they've given an interview to radiotimes.com, basically going, we hate you, to Doctor Who magazine, as they give exclusives to everybody other than them. I understand Doctor Who magazine has been their loyal bitch for many years, but still they said, yeah, we don't care. We're going to give better stuff to other people, and we hope you go and die horribly. I think that's actually what the memo said to them. But maybe I don't know. I wasn't there at the time. But before we get to this, can I ask you guys? Can you hit the like button? That would be fan-freaking-tastic. Thank you very much. Can you hit that share button? That would be fantastic. That'd be double dozy. But mostly hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. I am, about 20, 30 subscribers away from 2,000, and I'm really excited. I'm kind of like amazed I got getting up there, but if you could do that, it would be absolutely fantastic. If you're subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed, because when YouTube notices my subscribers go up, they go, oh, none of that for you, Rabbi, and whip a few subscribers off, because, they don't want to get uppity. That's fair enough. I know my place. So if you're subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. If you're subscribed, you can enter my weekly competitions. My competition, this prize this week, is full of festive cheer. It is Ghostbusters on Blu-ray. I freaking love Ghostbusters. I love Christmas as well, for that matter. All you need to win it is subscribe to the channel. Subscribing being the important part. And in the comments, leave the hashtag, who you gonna call. Go check the video notes. It tells you everything you need to know to win this fantabulous, fantastic prize. Also, if you're checking the video notes, I think we're doing the prize giveaway on the Sunday the 13th, I think. If you check the videos, go and check the link to this thing below. It is my Indiegogo email sign-up thingy. I'm starting an Indiegogo campaign in a week or so. I want to do it, in December. You're supposed to not launch anything in January, from what people have told me, but I kind of want to do it before Christmas. Yeah, basically when you guys are in a spending mood. Yeah, that's really what I would like to do. The thing going to be a campaign of these two graphic novels, which I have to say, in my unbiased opinion, are freaking awesome. They're the greatest things ever, and will make your lives whole and complete. If you just join the email list, you, with any purchase, get one of these 4 highly artistic, highly tasteful art cards with any purchase. Now, there is a package where if you buy both graphic novels, you get all 4 of those for free. So I don't want you guys to feel gypped if you join the email list. So in that case, you'll get an extra. Then I'm going to do a 5th chaser card, which I'm pretty sure will be Deanna Troi for starting Next Generation. Thinking going for a Riser Knights kind of theme. But if you guys would prefer a provocative, Enterprise D pose of some kind, that would be fine. Just let me know. Let me know in the comments. that'll be great. You know what's also great? Listening to idiots talk about things that are quite intelligent and complicated, because that's just hilarious. So what's the idiots we have today? The idiots we have today is Chris Chibnall, idiot number 1, Matt Stevens, idiot number 2, and of course Hugh Fullerton, everyone's favourite idiot. Doctor Who bosses on the power of the Daleks and why they changed from 2021. Because they are morons. So you see, I've answered the question. You don't need to read the article, but I think we're going to read it anyway. Hugh Fullerton talks to Chris Chibnall and Matt Stevens about the iconic Daleks. Okay. With a baleful glow of an eye stalk, which they didn't have before 2005, and a menacing brandish of an egg whisk. Oh, for God's sake. Really, Fullerton? You have to go to the whatever. And a whirring glide of metal skirts. So you haven't seen Doctor Who before 2005, fine. The Daleks are back. Though, of course, in many ways, since their 1963 debut, they've never really gone anywhere. No question. They're part of a bit of culture. They're like the mini of Doctor Who. What the hell does that even mean? the mini of Doctor. Oh, like the mini Metro. Is that whatever? They're like the mini of Doctor Who. You can keep updating them, but their brilliant design endures well until you get your hands on it. And I have to tell you, I don't want to rank on the Chibnall era design team, because I did like the work they did with the Cybermen, and I like the Dalek mutant in the resolution. I thought that was pretty darn good. But these designs look freaking awful. You know, they I think they're trying to do something different with them by having the remote control, and so they can make them thinner, so there's not a person in it. But still, if you're trying to keep anything close to that silhouette, you can always get a person in there. So just for me, it's just not really working. Maybe when I see it in context, what am I saying? When I see it in context, they're going to be worse. Let's be honest, they're going to be worse. Mendoza reflects head writer and showrunner Christian were running it into the ground. Even if you don't know much about Doctor Who, everyone knows the Daleks, says executive producer Matt Stevens. It's a kind of communal sense of memory that is cemented in their importance. So please, can we use them to get you to watch a crappy little show that nobody likes? It goes right back to their first appearance, God. You know, the players saying, look, we know everything with this garbage. But now we got the Daleks back. Come on, you want to see a bit of Dalek? No, we don't. We want to see Emmerdale on Coronation Street. At least that's what I'm hoping the British public is going to say. The Daleks were a controversial addition to Doctor Who when first proposed in 1963. With serious, they weren't proposed. Variety Lounge just went ahead and did it because she knew Sidney Newman was wrong. With series creator, not really creator, unhappy about the bug-eyed monsters featuring what he managed to be an educational, non-sensualized children's show. No, it was sensualized. He wanted to be a popular show. Oh God. You see how they go so wrong by them speaking. Give me that idiot idea. Yeah, no. The reason why it was educationally successful is because it was a sensationalized entertainment. It wasn't. The two things don't go against each other. Sidney Newman didn't like the bug-eyed monsters because he thought it would be too lowbrow an entertainment. He thought it wouldn't work. He thought it would. He thought it would be too cheap. But Variety Lambert saw the script and she saw we're dealing with really white hot topics like radioactive fallout and all those that kind of thing, and it tied into the post-war feeling of way of post-war looking at I can't say them, the National Socialists. There we are, the naughty National Socialists that live from Germany. They had all these complex ideas in them, and they weren't like the simplistic 1950s a crap style sci-fi monster, which is what Sidney Newman didn't want, right? So, but she didn't tell it. It wasn't controversial. She just snuck it in, and then they came out and they were huge. And Sidney Newman was like, "Oh, that was a pretty good choice." I Lambert. But in the end, Terry Nation's story, the second William Hartnell of William Hartnell's debut series, was Edge of Destruction before or after that? Oh yeah, no, you're right. They're right. Okay, fine. At least I didn't get that wrong. The only reason I remembered is at the end of Cave. I say Cave of Skulls, but it's that. Was that the ever? You see the radiation meter go like that. That's how I remembered. It was the Daleks was the second story. Debut series, and Raymond Kuwat's sleek design went down in history. Arguably, without the Daleks, there will be there may not still be Doctor Who. Not arguably, unquestionably, they caught the National Scientists. It wasn't going that well. It wasn't going that well until until the Daleks showed up, and it was like, ooh, wait, what's that? Like Star Wars and Darth Vader, the series is only successful with its greatest villains. No, not really. I think it was just catching lightning in a bottle, which they tried to do again and failed many times over. Mechanoids, Crotons, they kept trying to catch that same lightning, but it was a combination of design, that very, very hip design, very hip ideas, very modern ideas, very contemporary ideas, all just coming together. That voice and the playability, everything just came together perfectly and created the Daleks, which saved Doctor Who. Otherwise, it wouldn't have gone past Edge of Destruction. Would it made it to Marco Polo? I really don't know. Maybe it would have. A lot of people would say that Daleks saved Doctor Who. Yes, people who know anything about Doctor Who. And it was only with their introduction that people sat up and noticed. Yes, well done, says Stevens. They immediately became something children could play in the playground. Oh, well done. Yeah, I'm amazed that he knows what children are, one of the Hollywood elite pieces of filth. Yeah, fine. Where was it? Play in the playground. I think it starts there. You don't think, and you haven't had a thought go through your head in your entire life, you idiot you public school moron. I think it all starts there, and it was just hardwired into the soul and the nation's consciousness to use the Dalek expression. They became supreme. Oh, that's not really a very Dalek expression. That's just a word. 57 years on, and the Daleks are more recognizable than ever until these idiots got their hand on it and said, you know what? You know what would be a great change for the Daleks? We keep that really cool, contemporary, that cool, like, recognizable silhouette. But we're going to make it much thinner and make it look like a massive dildo. How about that? Why don't we make our Daleks look like dildos? That sounds 2021 to me. Yeah, shall we do that? Yeah, that's the brilliant brain trust that they have there that's taken Doctor Who from the number 1 show to the number billionth. 57 years on, they're more recognizable than ever until they got hands on it. Icons of British design, they have popped up in movies and TV shows from Sesame Street to the evil British robots of the Lego Batman movie. They haven't propped up so... Okay, when a Dalek pops up so anywhere, then Terry Nator's estate does very well. They license them, and if you try and use them out of license, they will sue you into oblivion. So yeah, it's not that they prop up, they pop up everywhere because they're very good, very good. It's not just by chance, which is I don't think was one of the many things these morons don't understand. Plus computer games and comics around the world. However, pinning down exactly what makes them such an enduring classic, is it just their omnipresence in the series? Well, no, because they weren't omnipresent in the series, especially in Chibnall's first boring as hell year when they did thought, you know what, let's not have any monsters. Let's just have space bunnies or blue men with teeth in their face, right? Is it the catchphrase, a sink plunger, or something more nebulous? Nothing you'll understand because you're all freaking morons. There's an incredible dissonance about what makes what's on the outside and what's on the inside with Daleks. They're obviously faceless, but they have huge personalities. They're not obviously faceless. They have a freaking... That eye stalk is their... Morons! Oh my god! Oh, morons say the darndest things. They got huge personalities, Chibnall. They're also merciless killers, which is very helpful in a villain and antagonist. Yeah, maybe you wanted to try and do some of that with your villains and antagonists. Like maybe not make them a space bunny or misunderstood pieces of mold or whatever bullcrap you want to do next. And they have great voices and a great thing that they say when they kill people: exterminate. Exterminate! They got it right from the start. Well, thank you, Chibnall. I'm glad you can recognize when something isn't failing horribly. Now, can you work on recognizing when something is failing horribly? And that thing that is failing horribly is you! Okay, so here we go. Exterminate, go right from the start. And they clearly amazingly resilient as Stevens, yes, because let's see how resilient they are after you knuckleheads get your hands on it. Think of all the gags that used to be chucked at them before we had better CG technology and VFX, and not being able to go upstairs and all that kind of thing. God, I hate you. I just hate you. It's such a Karen's view of Doctor Who. It's such an uneducated, idiotic view of Doctor Who that belies just a breathtaking lack of knowledge and understanding. Chris Chibnall acknowledges they've sort of themed those jokes out and they've carried on. Okay, the reason they saw the jokes out is because they're very good, right? They were done well, right? And Doctor Who before 2005 was known as a show you could take the piss out of for having low production values, which the sets never really wobbled, but it was the show that in the national consciousness you could take the piss out of. In the first episode, Rusty Davis dispelled that completely. You idiots, Chibnall, Stevens, together have made it okay and made it the show that the people are going to take the piss out of again. I shudder to think of what the jokes are going to be, what jokes Doctor Who is going to be the butt of because of you morons. Chibnall acknowledges that they sort of think that they carried on. They're just great. It's a great idea and a great design. Conceptually, there's lots to interrogate about them. They bring story. So there is so many reasons they've endured, really. Biggest reason, you weren't around to screw them up. Despite a few cosmetic upgrades, the overall silhouette of the Dalek has changed little over the decades. And when they do, they change. They change at the BBC's peril. They are inspired by ballerina dresses floating across this. Not really. That was the script. The script direction that Terry Nathan wrote, and salt and pepper pots. I guess whatever. Says Stevens. They become part of British culture that transcended their role as an alien or a villain on a sci-fi TV show. Okay, thank you for letting us know this. Matt Strevers, next contestant Matt Strevers, specialised subject, the bleeding obvious. Having resisted using old villains of the first year in charge, because they were idiots, Chibnall hid the Dalek ace up his sleeve for the surprise return in 2019's New Year's special resolution. Again, the Dalek mutant very good, the Jodie Whittaker very, very bad. So, you had that going on for you. Now they're back in full for the upcoming festive special, Revolution of the Daleks. Not Revolution of the Dalek, as Jodie idiotically said. Which he says is simultaneously a standalone episode and a sequel to... No! It's not a sequel and a standalone episode. It's a sequel that you don't need much foreknowledge of the previous episode for. Okay? I kept to using just one Dalek in Resolution so I could rip off Russell T Davies and Harry set them up in the first series. Although I didn't really understand them. Now they've been set up, I don't need to do that again. Okay, carry on. One Dalek in Resolution because they're powerful and things and they're powerful things singly anyway. So that's just fun to be able to give one that space. But also, I was planning to bring them back in greater numbers for this episode. Oh, I'm so glad you planned on that. Did you also plan to lose 70% of your audience? Did you plan on that? Because, working a treat. Strevers at. Let's see what the Brain Trust has to say. We knew that when we said goodbye to the reconnaissance Dalek, when it was jitters at the top. Oh, God, why are you reminding me? Okay, so now you've reminded me, I'm going to tell everyone. Jodie Whittaker didn't destroy this one Dalek at all in that New Year's special resolution. She opened the doors while all her companions pushed it out. That's basically what happened. Peter, after taking an episode of running around and screwing up, Peter Capaldi's Doctor would have dealt with this Dalek in between sips of tea while walking around the TARDIS console. I don't know why. I don't know why they thought we would get this a woman to play the Doctor for the first time and then make her into an utter moron. I know why. Because they're utter morons and they have no idea they're on what. Okay, fine. Stupid people don't know they're stupid because they're too stupid to know that they're stupid. Okay, good. I'm glad we established that. That would not be the end of it. Chris already had the idea for the turn, and then next time, like you say this like it's impressive. The next time we see the Daleks, it'll be straight into a sort of origin story for our era of the series. Oh dear, that's not good. So what they're going to be? There are Daleks. The Daleks now on a hunt for outer space tampons, or are they outer space tampons? I don't know. What stupid idea? Yeah, wouldn't it be weird if that's actually what they did? The way you predict what they do in this era of Doctor Who is to think of what's the worst, stupidest idea anybody could ever come up with and go, oh yeah, let's try that. Despite Chibnall and Stevens' belief that you can't, that you change the Dalek design at your peril, they've okay, fine. They've had a bit of a visual revamp. See previous, okay, whatever. The new look Dalek is the new look Dalek is set apart from the bronze-looking models used in the primarily only since 2005, and the battered homemade Dalek that Chibnall Stevens. Okay, blah blah blah. Okay, how much more of this? Oh my God, really? 3 more paragraphs? Oh God, it's not fine. We'll do it together. We'll persevere together. We'll get through this. We want to think sleek. We want to think sleek, slimy, and powerful. Oh, I bet you do, Stevens. And something slightly different from the Dalek you've seen before. Oh, Chibnall. There's always a pointer when you refresh it. God, I hate the corporate speak. When you refresh any Doctor Who monster, but equally, that's part of the job that we are very bad at. That's part of the job, and that's part of what keeps it new and interesting. Past redesigns have been controversial. An attempt to introduce a hulking, multicolored new paradigm in 2010 led to fans doubling them Teletubby Daleks. Yes, and what is it? What is the current era led to fans dubbing this era of Doctor Who? I don't think I can say. It's not complimentary. Let's just say that it's not complimentary. And they were quietly retired, much like this entire era is going to be. The current team are cautious this time, and Chibnall emphasizes the new pretender isn't looking to unseat the older models. You're never replacing what's gone before. Really? That's what you're trying so hard to do. You're trying so hard to erase 57 years of history or the problematic white male, that white male patriarchy. Okay, but that's what idiots do. They contradict themselves constantly. You're never replacing what's gone before. You're just adding a new variant. Yeah, good luck with that. It's just this story is about these black and red Daleks which light up at night and do all sorts of things. They do sound more like dildos the more they talk about it. Stephen concurs. Oh, good. I'm glad you concur. I concur. You concur. You want to contemporize them. Oh, God. Everything you say is stupid. No, you want to make them classic. When you make things contemporary, you make things relevant, you make them irrelevant almost immediately, much like yourselves. You want to contemporize them, you want to make them hold up to scrutiny under modern filming techniques and look ultra high. We did all this. This was all working. It was all working fine until you got your idiot hands on it. Under modern filming techniques and look high-end as they possibly can. You can't stray too far from the classic, but from the classic design. But then, what can you do within that? Not this nonsense. What can you do within that? How can you make them feel different and relevant and sexy and lethal as well? You can't, okay, Stevens, you can't. You've got to know the limits of your talent, and your limits of your talent is very low. Very, very, very low. You know what the limits of your talent is? You should be getting coffee. You should be getting coffee for me. Okay? And then I think you've reached the maximum part of your talent. Presumably the top secret storyline. It's top secret. Okay, this is not a top secret storyline. This is what's happened. Jodie Whittaker's doctor is in prison. She can't get out because she's freaking useless. The Trump-like villain has somehow got a hold of the Dalek design from Revolution, and they made these Dalek drones that are going to revolutionize the world, and they're being used as some bad an allegory for over-policing or something along those lines, right? And then the real Daleks are going to show up and they're going to be friendly with them or something along those lines. And Jodie Whittaker's basically not in it. It's all Captain Jack and Yaz being the bestest ever. They say that Graham has an emotional finale, which means that either he's going to die or he might cry. One of the two. Who cares? Who cares? You guys hear me, it's sexy. Presumably, the top of the storyline, so as not to, will answer some of these questions. Chibnall notes it's difficult to talk too much about the new design without spoilers. I just did it for you. Though leaked set photos suggest that new look Daleks might end up meeting their older models in a battle for design supremacy. It could be. Yeah, the real Daleks could show up and blow them up. Yeah, okay, that seems a reasonable thing that could happen. Meanwhile, Chibnall and Stevens are already looking to the future. Filming kicked off this November for Series 13, which will feature 8 awful episodes, rather than usual 11. 10 plus the special. Yeah, really, 10 plus 1 makes 11. Blimey. Yeah, who's your editor? Champion the Wonder Dog? Why are you telling me that? Owing to the curtailing effect of the pandemic restrictions, by happy accident, the festive special was filmed in late 2019. Yes, we know, blah blah blah. Basically, for the past 6 months, we've been going. How do we make Doctor Who in the middle? Okay, this is all just repeating from the production notes now. With Chibnall saying we have gone to we've gone to reinterrogate absolute everything we could do. I have to tell you, I'm impressed I'm making 8 episodes. We couldn't do 2020's globe-tropping New Year's episode, Spyfall, this year. We won't be able to do overseas filming. This is some new information. Editorial, production wise, logistically, health and safety wise, it's a massive impact. Okay, so really you have to work. Oh, that sounds so terrible. But when it was incredibly exciting. Yeah, literally, you're being paid to fail. I wish I could be. I wish I could be doing that. It's incredibly exciting. As much as possible at the moment, everybody's smiling. Well, again, you failed completely and you're remaining employed. Of course you're all smiling. Everyone's smiling, and we got some really lovely, mad, scary ideas. Yes, we understand your LBGTQ doctor and other nonsense. Stephen says the team is committed to delivering what fans... No, you're not! Stephen is committed to delivering what fans want. We want you to go. Most fans want you to hang yourself, okay? I'm not that extreme, and I'm not advocating self-harm in any way, but we all want you to go. Go and forget this ever happened. The fans don't freaking want you. Oh, my God. No scaled-back Zoom-focused episodes for this BBC juggernaut. It's not a juggernaut anymore. It's not a juggernaut anymore. I mean, again, if you break 4 million in the ratings, you're going to be incredibly lucky. Incredibly lucky. The biggest thing is that when Super 13 finally does that, and we all laugh at it and go, "Oh my God, I do so badly." Whenever that is, we never want people to watch it under the caveat of the pandemic. Going, well, but they made this during the pandemic. No, we know it's going to be awful because you're making it. Okay, that's what we know. We want to make sure that when you watch it, no one is. It's, no pun intended, timeless. It's timelessly awful. It's the worst Doctor Who there's ever been. I can't believe this is coming out of his mouth now. Really? I should have opened with this. That's what happens when you don't read something before you start it, I guess. No pun intended. Timeless and feels exciting and as high-end as we've ever tried to make the series since we took over. Yeah, again, you failed so incredibly. Do you understand if this was your goal? This was the driving impulse behind looking at the narratives and reducing the number of episodes slightly. Oh, fine, whatever. We will make sure we can give people the biggest production values possible. Yeah. Focus on story! Story! I'm calm. Since its inception, the show has battled with matching writers' imagination to TV budget, and this is no exception. The history of Doctor Who is the history of challenges. Yeah, exactly. And they always met the challenges and raised the game. I mean, have you seen Dalek Invasion of the Earth? They convincingly did a Dalek Invasion of the Earth, on a zero budget. Because, they're talented professionals and you're a moron. But the team's rising to that, Chibnall says. Obviously, every day is unknown. I don't know, we might get tired. We might have to have a nap. It's very hard work. I don't like all that. That's the vibe I get out of him. Who knows what the world's going to be like in 3 weeks or 3 months? I have an idea. I don't think it's a world that you're going to like much. But I think I might have a chortle or two. I think I know what the world's going to be like in about a month's time when we see the viewing figures. Yes, indeed. But I think we're all going to want a big dose of Doctor Who escapism. That's why we want you to leave. And that's what we're aiming for. No, you're not. You're aiming for people to slap you on the back and go, "Oh, you're so stunning and brave. You're so stunning." That's what you want. You're not aiming to please, to bring a smile to people's faces. Again, leave. Everyone's gonna dance the crumba. And also a bit of dread in the hearts for monsters. We have dread in our hearts for what you're gonna do. Oh God, this is breathtaking. This is coming out of their mouths. And could that upcoming pack of terrifying yet oddly comforting baddies feature a certain skirted killing machine from the planet Skaro? Chibnall's not saying, but he promises there will be some familiar faces. Yeah, we've seen Sontarans. What else we think about Sontarans? Okay, again, I don't care. Whatever they do in this, for me, this is not Doctor Who. They're the ones we're the ones who have appeared in the past 15 years that are there are ones who have appeared over the past 15 years that are deserving of another visit in the next series. In fact, they're probably formulating their plans as we speak. Oh God, don't try and be cute, Chibnall. Don't try and be cute. You're a moron. You don't know what you're doing. You've destroyed Doctor Who. Listen, I can't think of a way a person has failed more than you. I really can't think of a way of a human being has failed more than you. But there you go. That's what we've got to look forward to. So Doctor Who is coming back. Doctor Who's coming back. They got a special. It's going to be awful. But if you want something that's good, to warm the cockles of your heart, may I recommend My Indiegogo. Go and check it out right now. It's lots of fun. Lots of fun for all the family. So if it's for all the family, you should buy copies for everybody. You're not even selling anything yet. Just add your freaking email address to the list. That would be awesome. Thank you so much. Have yourselves a fantastic day.